Hey everyone, it's Alan again. I just wanted to start by saying thanks again for tuning in. I'm actually really excited to make this video. I'm gonna go over the GLE 43 versus the E43. Two really cool cars. Let me go ahead and get started and just kind of preview both of them. All right, thanks guys. All right, so here we have them, the GLE 43 Coupe and the E43 AMG, both 2017 models. Now, just to start off with the styling cues, you see one of the really awesome cues that we have here for the E43 is that diamond block grille with the chrome tips. So it's just got a really cool little design there. Just gives it a really nice touch. Over here on the GLE front bumper, you have this really aggressive, strong, wide body look, and I think it really sets off this car perfectly. I almost feel like if you put that chrome grille on this, it wouldn't look as good just because of this, just the presence of that big old grille that it has. So I did choose black because it's easiest to compare these two cars with the same color, and I think they both look great in black, and I am kind of a sucker for black cars. So here I have the styling on the back. Really cool design for the E43. You actually have the Stardust effect on those LED tail lamps. Really awesome when this is actually lit up at night. I would have done a video at night, but then you wouldn't have been able to see all the nice details on the car. So we're gonna have to maybe take a look at that later. And then you have, of course, the LED designs all throughout the rear tail lamp here. Now, comparing body styles, you would think, like personally, I feel like this GLE 43 is actually a stronger looking vehicle than the E43, just because of that stance, that big, wide, it kind of looks like this big buff dude or something. And then the E43 looks very powerful, looks strong too, but I think maybe the edge might go to the GLE Coupe here. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start by showing you the interior features here on the GLE Coupe, and then we'll move on to the E43. All right, we're in the GLE Coupe 43 here. Now, some of these elements in the Coupe are actually some of the classic elements that you might be used to actually in a Mercedes-Benz, as far as your classic keypad here, your volume control being right in the center. You have that really classic feel with the dials here for the air conditioning. One of the newer features here on the GLEs, this changed in 2016, is the pad up here with that screen, that display. It's actually really nice, really easy to read, and you'd actually control it right from this touchpad. Now, if I did make a video on how to use that touchpad in the central controller, so if you want to check that out, that'd be cool. Now, here we have the different driving modes that we can set up in our vehicle. You actually have an slippery mode. You have a comfort mode, which the car always starts in. Your sport mode, your sport plus mode. So if you look there, you actually have not just engine adjustments and steering adjustments, but in this GLE Coupe you also have that ability to adjust the suspension to give it a sportier feel. When we look at the GLE Coupe styling on the instrument cluster here, you have that checkered flag racing designs on the side there. So it's got really nice sporty elements. Let's take a look here on the rest of the inside. You do have the panoramic roof, so you have this really huge sunroof. And then we go here to the back seats. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open up the trunk, and that way you guys can see what kind of cargo space we have here. So really cool, 362 horsepower on this AMG tuned GLE Coupe, 384 pounds of torque, so it definitely can move. You would think a big car like this is not gonna go that fast, but it's fast, and it sounds great. Especially when you're in that Sport Plus mode, that exhaust actually comes out and you get some really nice exhaust notes. Let me go down here so you can hear the GLE Coupe purr. Look at that exhaust. Really cool. You do also have this really convenient feature. Just press that down. Just a beautiful design. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the design here on the E43. Let me just give you another look here of the GLE Coupe. I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack here. Beautiful car. Now I'm gonna go into that E43 and show you guys some of my favorite features in there. Oh wow, here we are in the E43 AMG 2017. As you can see, there seems to be a sportier element to the design on this E43, and I think this metal weave trim has a lot to do with it. So you really have like this sporty look here on the dash. Beautiful ambient lighting. Look at that Burmester premium sound system. All your seat controls. You have heated, ventilated front seats. What's really cool, you can press this button here, and let's say your wife is sitting right next to you. You're like, here honey, go ahead and relax. You can actually put those seats back. It's really cool. You have the suede inserts, or dynamic inserts, I apologize, here with the AMG logo. Again, Burmester premium sound system. This ambient lighting is unreal, how beautiful it is. Now, one of the things that comes standard on this E43 is actually the dual 12.3 inch screens. So this one here controls your command system. So you're gonna have a lot of your controls, all of your controls actually mainly right here on this screen. So let me go ahead and put you to the home screen so you can see. We have our navigation. Look how big and beautiful that looks. So easy to read, and it's just very intuitive. You do have voice controls and commands here. But going to the sport features on the car, I actually ended up changing this display in the front to the sport design. Actually, no, this is the modern design, progressive. Let me go ahead and show you here the display designs. So like I said, I'm in progressive. You can go classic design for that display. So cool. You get that boost meter there for that AMG, and then you get that checkered flag, and it's all digital, so it just looks stunning. And then you also have your sport mode, so this is nice. So you can check out when you rev up that engine, it goes up right away. It's so beautiful. You do have the new touch controls here, so you can actually control that screen without ever having to get your hands off the steering wheel. Makes it really awesome. Of course, flat bottom. You do have that in the GLE Coupe too, the flat bottom steering wheel. You actually have the panoramic sunroof, and also the sunroof in the back there. And there's just something about this car. It's really, really nicely designed. I mean, the car just flows. The whole line's right from the door to the throughout. It's just very nice. In here, we have our touchpad as well with central controller. We have our dynamic select, so we can adjust the different modes here. You have the individual driving mode, eco, and you also have your sport and sport plus. That sport plus, you can actually immediately hear a difference in the sound of the car. And of course your suspension is going to adjust just like in that GLE Coupe as well. Really cool. You do have the cameras throughout, the 360 camera. You actually have this in that GLE Coupe as well. The difference with this parking package on this car versus the other one is that this one will do all the work for you. Now, this is the most advanced Mercedes-Benz ever made. New technologies throughout. This is the outside look here, and let's get down and hear that exhaust on this car. Oh wow, it's fogging up my phone. This car here has 396 horsepower and 384 pounds of torque. Now this one has an MSRP of $84,000 as equipped, as opposed to $74,000. So if we take into account the pricing difference, I may still pay the extra money for this E43. That's just me personally. Alright guys, so that was the video here of the GLE 43 Coupe versus the E43 AMG sedan. All things being equal, you do get 396 horsepower on that E43, 362 on the GLE Coupe. For me, as far as the pricing is concerned, you do get $84,000 MSRP on the E43, $74,000 on these two, equipped as they are. They both actually have the Premium 3 package, which gives you that driver assistance system. So you have the lane tracking package, the Distronic Plus. You also have Base Plus, Pedestrian Assist, Cross Traffic Assist. So you do actually have a couple of different elements here as far as the interior when it comes to that E43. So for me, I would personally pay the extra money for that extra horsepower and actually for that beautiful interior with the dual displays. Alright, so I'm standing here next to the GLE 43 versus E43 Challenge winner, the E43 AMG. This car to me, just based on the advanced technology on the interior, is why I'm choosing it as my winner. Let me know what you guys think. If you like that GLE Coupe more than this E43, let me know, and maybe we can talk about it. Or if you have some questions on it, feel free to leave a comment or let me know what you guys think. Overall, this car is pretty spectacular. I can't even put it into words how awesome this car is to me. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's LAKRFN4Life, and I'm gonna post a picture of these cars, and you guys let me know what you think. Okay, thanks so much, and I really appreciate you watching.